Or what if you could replace your entire audio recording setup with a single device? Well, that's what this Boya Magic aims to do. The first transformable microphone on the market, powered by artificial intelligence 4-in-1. Desktop microphone, handheld microphone, a microphone you can also mount on your camera to block. And of course, what I like the most, a wireless microphone to use as a lapel or tie mic. This is a revolution in the world of sound, so I'll tell you everything here on Tech Ground. And it's not that I've moved, but I've come to the International Funkausstellung in Berlin to present them live. This is Tech Ground. With these two little boxes, we'll have the complete Boya Magic kit. On one hand, there's this small one with a tripod for studio use as a mic stand. And on the other, there's the big box, where you can already see that they show us the image of the device on the front and the name Boya Magic. On the side, some highlighted features, and on the other side, reference images. And well, this is the little case where we're going to have all the materials, and here we have some papers. The case is water resistant, as you can see, and opens easily. Well, the first thing we see is the microphone itself, which already comes with the windscreen. And here we have a button for power, another button for the USB-C connection, which as you can see is great here, integrated into the bottom part. If we remove it, we can see the microphones appear on this small screen, which opens like this. Now we have the two independent lapel microphones, and as you can see, the microphone is super tiny. Look at my hand. It's very, very small. It only weighs 7 grams, and it also comes with the magnet. So you can put it inside your shirt and hang it on a lapel on a jacket. You just have to insert it. Here you have the charging connection pins, and honestly, they're spectacular. It also has this little clip, and here it has some micro perforations that, as you can see, will give us the input for the audio. On the bottom, we have a 3/4 thread so you can attach it to a tripod or any accessory to use it like a shotgun mic. And honestly, it's silly to just put the cap on like this and use it as a water microphone. What else does it have inside? As accessories, we have the furry cover, this dead cat also to put on for wind protection. This is also going to be great, and a few little cables. In this case, we have here a 3.5mm jack to connect to the camera or any device you need. We also have a USB-A to USB-C cable and a USB-C to USB-C cable. Finally, this section has 3 compartments as shown. We'll have the dead cats for the microphones themselves, which I'll actually try out here with you like this. And the power button is still accessible for turning it on, but now we'll have our windscreen. Would it be separate from here? Obviously. What you also need to connect it to the camera is the receiver, which has a jack input for the connection and a USB-C input. This also allows you to connect it to different devices in different ways. On this side here, we have the power button, which when pressed turns on the LEDs. One for each of the microphones, and here is the volume indicator to change the pickup volume. That is the microphone gain. We still need to open the tripod. This tripod that, as you can see, is really nice and super compact to set up like this. And of course, we could screw it directly here onto our microphone and use it as a desktop mic. That's so cool and interesting. How can we use it in so many ways? It's very solid, looks sturdy, and the materials aren't cheap plastics. You can tell it's open, it's well built, it looks solid, and has a very, very premium finish. We even have a bit of carbon fiber here on the legs. The good thing we also have is that this is screwed in, so we can put it directly on the camera's hot shoe and use it as a microphone for vlogging or recording ourselves independently. And you can also put it on any accessory because it's a standard hot shoe for all devices that use this system. As you can see, that's the complete kit of the Boya Magic with its tripod and the 4-in-1 features, which will give us a lot of versatility. And that's everything that comes inside their boxes. Connecting it will be easy. We just need to remove the microphones. As you can see, the light here is blinking blue, so what we're going to do is hold down this little button to turn them off. And what will we do next? Well, press the button until it blinks quickly. As we can see here, we press this, we also turn it on, hold it down. Now it's blinking and both microphones are already synchronized. Super quick, intuitive, and very easy. Honestly, setting it up is just about where you want to connect it. In this case, we put the jack into the camera, we would put the jack into the camera's microphone input, and they would be ready to use. What if we want to use it as a handheld microphone? When you place them in, they immediately start charging. You can see the little red light here, and I forgot to mention earlier that here we have the battery level of the microphone, which is basically the slot where the other 2 microphones are inserted. To be able to sync, you use this little button. From here, we turn it on and it would be connected. As you can see, right now only one appears because it's only necessary for this one to be on, since it's the one that's going to capture all the audio. Very easy to use. We'll add the windscreen later and can record with the microphone in hand. And connecting it to the phone is also going to be super easy. You just have to remove this connector from the bottom part, which, as you can see, has its own connector. If we can't plug it in directly and need to use another device, there's a small button to turn it on. Here are two small indicator lights in front. We'll connect it and turn it on. Both are already blinking intermittently. We remove our microphone and repeat the process. I hold it down, it blinks, and now it's connected. Do you see this one isn't blinking anymore? And this one is steady too, so it's already synchronized and ready to record with our phone anywhere, anytime. As I mentioned, you can also use it as a shotgun mic. So what makes it good compared to other microphones? What we're going to have is that noise cancellation will be activated with just one click right now. I only have the top one paired. The other one, as you can see, is blinking. I give it a little tap and the noise cancellation is understood instantly. It's just a tap, and now we have noise cancellation activated and deactivated with a single click. It also showed us with the green light, like the other microphones we've tested, and this magnetized, very secure little screen that we can remove. The microphone is connected. I click the button and the noise cancellation turns on. The first mode already set up in my presentation is desktop mode, ideal for podcasts and interviews. And it's because of the way this is built, which honestly is wonderful. It's very solid. As you can see, the thumb, it's non-slip, built with a durable material and a ball joint so you can rotate it. This lets you direct it in any direction or position. It's going to give us incredible versatility to work, as I said, at the desktop level. The second mode would be the handheld microphone mode, and it's as simple as just taking it out of here. We take it off the tripod so we can do interviews, hold the microphone in our hand, talk to someone, and this way we can become reporters in a matter of seconds. Another option that I really like is its wireless mode, and it's simply about removing the cover, taking the microphone out of its case, and either attaching it directly or using the included clip. So that, as I said, we can move around freely. Or you can also use it with the magnet and place it anywhere on your clothes, on anyone, and have a smooth interview. If you need to record a short film or documentary, you can hide it to better capture conversations and dialogues. Lastly, we'll now see it mounted on the camera. How we can lock it very quickly, just put it back in, open the case, remove the magnet, put it in its case, ready to start mounting the camera and locking it. What's interesting is how fast it is to switch to artificial intelligence noise cancellation. It's just a button. I press it and the noise cancellation turns off. Right now, here in this environment, there's not much noise because I'm in a booth, but it's true that you'll notice the difference if I press it and turn it on right now. So I'm going to mount it on the camera and we're going to do a little test in the different phases I mentioned to you. We're at the International Funkausstellung 2025 showstopper in Berlin, and as mentioned, I'm speaking with this microphone. Boya, with the microphone attached to the top of the camera, using it like a vlogger. This is a real test. I'm filming from the front. As you can see, there's noise everywhere. I have the noise cancellation applied. I was checking it and I'm going to turn it off now. You should be able to notice the difference. It's lit up blue right now, so this is a real test with people when I'm vlogging without noise cancellation. And with noise cancellation activated. Okay, same situation, different way of recording. Currently, I'm no longer using the top-mounted microphone like a vlogger. Instead, I'm wearing a wireless microphone attached here with a magnet. So it's super quick to set up, and also if we press a little button, the noise cancellation turns off instantly. As you can see, it's quite noisy here. I'm going to turn it back on. And I activate it in green, and now we do have that professional artificial intelligence noise cancellation of these Boya Magic. Well, I'll quickly show you the app so you can see that it's the same as the Boya Link and the Boya Mic 2 that we tested earlier. Boya Magic is the same, and we have an app called Boya Central. Once we connect the device, it's without noise cancellation, allowing us to see the real test. Once we open it, we can access the microphones. As you can see, it already recognizes LNR. It's very simple and intuitive to use, just as I said. On the main screen, we have the gain, which has 3 levels. We have gain level 1, level 2, and level 3. We can also tap and change this. As I was saying, on the receiver that goes to the camera, if I give it a little tap, we'll add noise cancellation, mainly to help you hear your surroundings. We also have noise cancellation, which is easy to turn on or off. As you can see, the light changes based on the noise cancellation level. Minus 40 decibels and minus 15 decibels to choose from. Minus 40 is, well, it's really aggressive when it comes to cutting out background noise. The ability to switch between mono and stereo recording is very useful, especially if we want to use both microphones to record an instrument. A conference, maybe some fiction. The save track, so it saves us a safety track in case it peaks. Like I mentioned earlier, in case it peaks. The sound from the recording we're making will create and generate a safety track for us. We can mute here and select equalization options like vocal boss, vocal low cut, 150 Hz low cut, and custom. If we go to custom, here in the multiband section, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 bands. So we can manipulate the spectrum however we want and create as many as we want. Also, custom one can be renamed and labeled. For example, if we're recording Santiago's podcast or Ruben's podcast, for instance, and we would have a preset configuration there to our liking with whatever equalization we want. I always like to keep the original like that in post-production, so if I need to make any changes or anything, I can do it without any problem. I've come outside for that reason. I wanted to see how it worked, with and without noise cancellation and without the windscreen. With the air and wind, there's a bit of wind here in Germany, not too much. So I wanted to see how it performed outdoors. And the transmit indicator, and also the transmit auto off, so it turns off when we're not using it. Using it, we can also turn the speaker on or off. This is the main screen and the settings, and we have the user manual in case we want to check anything. The firmware version here tells me that we have an older version. This is 1.26 and they're already at 1.42. To install it, simply go here and install. The serial number and device name are used. We can also factory reset the device. As you can see, the app is simple, intuitive, and easy to use. With your permission, I'm going to reach over here to the microphone. And as I was saying, I'll step back a little. The good thing is we'll have an all-in-one that's super versatile and will include everything. I'm unsure how durable it is with repeated opening and closing. At the end of the day, this is magnetic, and well, it seems like the build quality is pretty good, like I mentioned to you in the unboxing as well. That's it, just take it off and put it on. The truth is, the clip it has is pretty tough. It's also made of metal. And that makes it, I don't know if you heard it very well because I put my finger on it. Oh, that makes the grip pretty solid as well. For example, the receiver I attached to the camera also sounds great. Well, right now we're recording with the phone. As you can see, I'm receiving the signal, even though I also have the Boya set up here on the camera. What I've done is take out one of the two wireless microphones and start speaking with this lapel microphone. As you can see, it's attached with the magnet, and I'll turn off noise cancellation soon. It turns blue, and that's the real noise here at International Funkausstellung right now. There are many people and lots of noise, but the noise cancellation works excellently. Look how tiny it is. You can barely even see it. It's so small, and we already have the noise cancellation activated. I wanted to show you with a practical example by recording myself in selfie mode on my phone. The good thing is, you can get it on two devices simultaneously. So, if I'm recording and I have both the shotgun microphone and the receiver and transmitter for mobile devices synced, will I be able to receive the same audio information on two devices at the same time? And we have them in this position. We just open it, then remove the cap, open the screen, and we see both of them here. This microphone already has noise cancellation. I attach it here, and we've switched from a shotgun mic to a lapel microphone. The good thing is that since it comes with its magnet, this little magnet on the back, we put it through here and wear it on the chest. The range, which is actually pretty good. The distance it gives us is 100 meters, which is how far we can move away. I'm not leaving the camera here because I don't want it stolen. The manufacturer claims it reaches up to 100 meters likely without obstacles. The brand guarantees this range. So 30, 40, or even 50 meters should be no problem. I think there won't be any problem if you go behind obstacles, but beyond that, I don't think it will work. It's clearly less effective than the 300 meters achieved with other microphones. And well, when you finish recording, you take it off from here, open the little screen, and since this is magnetized, you do it like this. And they don't fall off. As I was saying, I'm going to give you my personal opinion just to wrap up and conclude. And I think they're very versatile, they're very affordable, they only cost $109. On their official website, they're around 100 euros. The cost of these 4-in-1 microphones, as I was saying, handheld microphone, wireless desktop, and the features they have, the truth is they're endless and you don't have to carry multiple devices to do the same job in different scenarios. On the other hand, I have to say, in my opinion, it's a device that has some shortcomings. For example, the connector, this one is magnetic. And it has happened to me on some occasions that unintentionally I give it a little tap and it falls off, it gets lost on the floor. Or maybe you're speaking calmly and it just slips away. How does that happen? Like when you pick up the microphone? Currently, noise cancellation is off. When enabled, it's quite effective, as you can see. It's a versatile device, but I think it could be improved. Clearly, it won't replace a 1,000 euro device or satisfy those seeking professional sound. To sum up, I'll share my conclusions. This device really surprised me. Right now, I have the noise cancellation turned off, and honestly, you can really notice it. I mean, all the tones, the pickup spectrum is great. Even with some wind, it's not noticeable. The dead cat isn't needed in most cases.
I'm going to turn on the cancellation.
And having that at minus 40 decibels, honestly, it's a guarantee because you're in situations with a lot of noise, like what happened here inside the halls. I think that's a plus. What stands out about this microphone is its affordability. It costs only 100 euros or 109 euros according to their website. It's very versatile. It has custom equalization, the app is intuitive, and setup is easy. And of course, it's very lightweight and it's really small. And that gives us, as I said, flexibility when it comes to traveling. For example, on this trip, I didn't need to carry both wireless microphones and a shotgun mic. So having the 4-in-1, which is basically a guarantee of having different options to work with. It's the handheld mic, like I mentioned, the one I'm using now. A desktop microphone mounts on a tripod, a blogger microphone mounts on a camera. If we open it, we have the wireless lapel microphones. Honestly, they sound pretty good, both with noise cancellation and without noise cancellation. The battery is impressive. 30 hours for microphones with these features at this price is remarkable and more than sufficient. Yes, I need to mention a few things I don't fully like. After all, you can't have everything in life. And obviously, a microphone like this isn't going to replace a 1,000 euro or 800 euro studio microphone. Each niche, after all, also has its own tools. The flexibility it offers while traveling and doing things is great. Now I'll discuss the negative aspects
for connecting, disconnecting, and turning off the microphone.
That is, putting it on, mounting it on your phone, mounting it on your camera, switching them with the different types of applications they might have. We'll need to keep restarting the receiver and letting it recognize again, but it only takes a few seconds. But honestly, that really bothers me because if I take it off and plug it into my phone, since this is powered by the phone and the receiver works independently, well, yes, it's true that I feel a bit embarrassed having to change this kind of setup all the time in a rushed moment. On the other hand, the sound is only picked up by the top microphone. And as you can see, there's a cutout here and another one in the front. So, what happens with this? Well, when we want to pick up noise, if we don't have it with noise cancellation, at the moment we pick up the signal. Sorry, if we put it on, if you can hear me from here, it's not a fully directional microphone. After all, they've taken and mixed several concepts and put them inside a tube. On the other hand, it's going to give you, well, the ability to open it up here in a moment and take things out whenever you want. The wireless microphones then are pretty good microphones, quite affordable, as I said, for people who create content and need an all-in-one solution. Not needing to carry 4 types of microphones is great. You still get quality, of course. They're not the best available, but they offer optimal quality and sound clear and good. And if what you're looking for is a microphone that gives you super hyper mega professional studio quality because your job requires it, well, maybe these aren't the ones for you. Let me know in the comments what you think and if you would buy them. Do you think this type of format could also be a projection for the future so that other brands might include something like this? And to be able to condense all kinds of microphone applications? Or what do you think? As always, we'll leave the link in the description so you can access the marketplaces. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it cleared up any doubts and resolved any uncertainty you had about these. Boya Magic, and that's it. I've tested most mid-range and high-end models, including the Boya Link 3 Boya Mic 2 and Boya Magic. And I have to say that it's a brand I didn't know about and it really surprised me. They offer pretty good quality. In fact, a lot of the content I've been recording lately, I record with these Boya. I've set the Hollyland aside because, like I said, they give me more versatility. I don't have to carry the transmitter. I don't have to put on a lavalier, so that's it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for being here. See you in the next Tech Ground episode. I'll be at International Funkausstellung walking around.
See you soon.